Every woman has wondered at some point what men truly notice first. Is it beauty, style, or charm? While these qualities may capture initial attention, they are not what men remember, and certainly not what makes them feel deeply drawn to a woman. Physical beauty is everywhere. Fashion changes with the seasons, and charm can be rehearsed. But there is one trait that surpasses them all, one trait so powerful that every man notices it, even if he cannot explain why. It is the quality that makes a woman unforgettable, the invisible force that draws respect, admiration, and devotion. That trait is confidence rooted in authenticity. True confidence is not arrogance or a loud display of ego. It is the quiet assurance that a woman carries when she knows her worth, respects herself, and shows up as her genuine self in every space. Men are magnetized to this trait because it communicates something beyond beauty. It tells them she is complete within herself, she is not desperate for approval, and she will not bend her value for fleeting attention. When a woman embodies this kind of confidence, she sends a signal that transcends words. She does not have to beg for recognition because her presence speaks before she does. She does not have to prove she is valuable because her energy already confirms it. Men notice, without fail, when a woman carries herself with this level of grounded confidence. They may not always be able to articulate it, but they feel it in their bones. Confidence rooted in authenticity is powerful because it touches on something men crave, yet rarely admit. Men want to feel inspired. They want to feel as if the woman beside them holds her own light, a light that does not depend on them, but shines even brighter when shared. This kind of woman challenges a man to rise, to become a better version of himself, not because she demands it, but because her very presence calls it out of him. Imagine walking into a room full of people. Many women are dressed beautifully, smiling and engaging in conversation. Yet one woman stands out, not because her dress is brighter or her makeup more flawless, but because of the calm assurance she radiates. She listens without rushing, she speaks with intention, and she carries herself as though she belongs anywhere she stands. Men notice her, women notice her. Everyone feels her presence. This is the essence of true power, the trait no one can fake. Men may admire beauty, but they chase authenticity. They may enjoy charm, but they remember confidence. A woman who values herself is a rare treasure in a world that constantly tells women they are not enough. When she refuses to compare herself to others, when she stops seeking validation from the outside and instead draws strength from within, she becomes magnetic in a way that nothing else can replicate. This trait is also powerful because it cannot be taken away. Beauty will change, circumstances will shift, and people's opinions will fluctuate. But a woman who is grounded in authentic confidence will continue to attract respect and love regardless of age, status, or trends. Men instinctively know this, which is why they cannot ignore a woman who carries it. Confidence rooted in authenticity shows up in many small but significant ways. It appears in the way a woman sets boundaries without guilt, in how she says no when something does not align with her values, and in how she chooses partners who respect her rather than chasing those who only provide temporary excitement. Men notice this decisiveness. It communicates that she is not desperate, that she has options, and that she will not settle for less than she deserves. It also appears in how she treats herself. When a woman respects her own time, invests in her growth, and takes care of her mind and body, men cannot help but be drawn to her. It is not about being perfect. It is about showing that she knows her worth and acts accordingly. This quiet discipline speaks volumes, and men admire it because it reflects strength. Another reason this trait is powerful is that it creates emotional safety. Men often hesitate to open up because they fear judgment or rejection. But when a woman stands in her authentic confidence, she does not tear others down to lift herself up. She listens, she understands, and she holds space without losing herself. Men feel this. They notice how easy it is to be real around her, how her strength allows them to relax into honesty. This combination of strength and softness is irresistible. Consider the opposite for a moment. A woman who constantly doubts herself, who seeks validation in every interaction, or who sacrifices her values for attention, may still attract men, but not the kind who stay. Men may notice her appearance, but they will not feel the pull of devotion. True devotion comes when a man sees a woman who knows she is valuable with or without him, a woman whose confidence makes him want to step up, not run away. Men are wired to notice confidence because it signals security. When a woman is secure in herself, she is less likely to cling, manipulate, or demand constant reassurance. This does not mean she never needs love or support. It means she approaches relationships from a place of fullness rather than lack. This difference is everything. It is the line between a love that feels heavy and one that feels freeing. The most powerful women understand that confidence is not about being louder, prettier, or richer than others. It is about aligning with who they truly are. They know their flaws, and they embrace them. They know their strengths, and they use them. They do not compete for attention because they understand that their worth is not a contest. This quiet knowing is magnetic. Men notice it because it is rare, and rarity always commands attention. You might wonder, how can I cultivate this trait in my own life? The answer lies not in pretending, but in practice. Start by paying attention to the stories you tell yourself. Do you speak kindly to yourself, or do you constantly criticize? Do you honor your needs, or do you abandon them to please others? Confidence grows when you begin to treat yourself as someone worthy of love, respect, and care. Another practice is setting boundaries. When you say no to what drains you and yes to what nourishes you, you strengthen your confidence. Boundaries are not walls. They are doors that you control. They allow the right people in and keep the wrong energy out. Men notice women who set boundaries because it shows that she values herself and expects to be valued in return. Confidence is also built through action. You do not have to feel ready before you take a step. Each time you act in alignment with your values, you reinforce your belief in yourself. Over time, this becomes visible to others. Men notice a woman who pursues her passions, who speaks her truth, and who refuses to shrink herself for anyone's comfort. What makes this trait so powerful is that it not only attracts men, but elevates every relationship in your life. Friends respect you more, colleagues admire you, and family members are inspired by you. And when it comes to men, they are not only drawn to your beauty, but captivated by your essence. They may not even understand why, but they cannot ignore the pull of authentic confidence. In the end, the most powerful trait any woman can have is confidence rooted in authenticity. It is what makes men notice you in a crowded room, what makes them respect you in silence, and what makes them want to stay long after the first impression fades. This trait is not given. It is chosen, built, and embodied. Every woman has the ability to cultivate it, and every man will recognize it when she does. So, if you have ever doubted what truly makes a woman unforgettable, remember this. It is not about chasing beauty standards. It is not about pleasing everyone, and it is not about perfection. It is about being fully yourself, unapologetically and gracefully. That is the power men cannot resist, the magnetism that lingers, and the trait that all men notice without fail. If your relationship is not the biggest source of happiness and joy in your life, if you're not receiving the love, devotion, and adoration that you truly deserve, or if the men in your life keep losing interest out of nowhere, leaving you hurt and confused, then what's waiting for you below this video may be the turning point you've been searching for. This is not just another piece of advice. It's a message that has already helped countless women move from heartbreak to clarity, from uncertainty to lasting devotion. It could completely transform the way you experience love and connection. Click the video in the description right below and see for yourself.